Hi champions, Miss Sutherland here. This is the last lesson for the first week of digital learning, so thank you all for being a part of it. We're going to finish off the week with character traits, just like we did on Tuesday. Okay, so remember, character traits are words that describe a character based on their action, words, and feelings. Here's another look at that character trait chart. Remember from Tuesday that I was challenging you to use words, a little bit more complex vocabulary. So this list, if you wanted to say nice, instead of saying nice, I'd like you to pick one of these words. If you want to say mean, pick one of these, or even sad. So it's just bigger words. If you're not sure what they mean, you can totally ask a parent, look it up online, or ask me. Again, positive and negative words, synonyms for confident, synonyms for nervous, and then just some other suggestions. So take a look at this chart as we finish off the week with character traits. All right, for today's examples, you'll notice that I took out what the character traits were because I would like you guys to try to figure out which word makes the most sense for you. A lot of times there are many different character traits to describe a person, so your answer is not wrong as long as you have evidence to back it up. So let's look at the first one. Janessa finds out her best friend Jane stole her favorite pen from her locker. She tells Jane it's okay. The character trait is blank. Well, you can choose either character here. You can choose Janessa, or you could choose Jane. I chose Janessa, and I said that Janessa was forgiving because Jane, her best friend, did something not very nice to her, and she just tells her it's okay. Maybe you had a different character trait for Janessa, or maybe you chose Jane. Maybe you said that Jane was rude because she was being mean to her best friend. So just as long as you have some evidence. Let's look at number 2. The character says, I wonder what the first day of school will be like this year. What if it's too hard? What if I don't have any friends in my new class? The character trait is blank. So we don't know who this character is, but they do give us some clues. They keep asking, I wonder, what if? This character seems a little bit worried to me. They're worried about the first day and all of those jitters that happen. You may have picked something different, again, as long as you can back up your evidence. That is totally fine. I'd like you to pause the video and try number 3 and 4. See if you can figure out a character trait to describe these number 3 and 4, and then we'll go over that together. Make sure you have some evidence. So go ahead and pause the video and we'll go from there. All right, I hope you had some time to try on your own. Number 3, Amber doesn't want to share her markers for the art project, even though everyone else had shared theirs with her. The character trait is blank. So for me, again, you don't have to have the same word as me, but I said that Amber was selfish. The reason I said she was selfish was because she doesn't want to share, even though everyone else shared with her. So again, if you have a different character trait, maybe you have a word that's a synonym of selfish, that would totally be fine. And for the last one, the character says, it's not nice to talk to my friends that way. You can't treat us. If you can't treat us better, we'll find other friends who will. The character trait is, I said this person was being very brave. It seems to me like they were sticking up to like a bully and pretty much said, telling them what it's not nice to do. And if you can't be friends with us, go find, we'll be friends with somebody else. So those were the character traits that I chose. You may have had different ones, but as long as you have that evidence, you're fine. All right, your assignment for today with character traits. You're going to listen to, and I'm sorry about that, it's a bad case of the stripes. So I apologize for having the in there because that messes up you finding the story. I'd like you to fill out the character chart for the story. There's 3 options here. I'm going to go over my example with you. I chose Camilla, the main character. At one point, she was very embarrassed, and the evidence I chose, she was embarrassed because the principal called her parents to come get her from school. So, I would like you to do 3 other ones. You can choose Camilla if you'd like, or I challenge you to choose some other characters, any of the other characters in the story. They all were showing some sort of traits. So listen to the story online. Be ready to share with us what you have found. I hope you all have a great evening.